Good day, everyone, and welcome back to the Rugby Lab. We have just witnessed an absolute roller coaster in the opening match of the Rugby Championship. South Africa, after leading by a commanding 22 points to nil, have gone down 38 to 22 to a resurgent Wallabies side. It was a tale of two halves in the truest sense, leaving us with more questions than answers as we head into the second test. So in this review, we'll break down where it went right, where it all went so horribly wrong, and what this stunning result means for Rassie Erasmus and Joe Schmidt's selections next week. Let's get into it. The Springbok Blitz, a perfect start. For the first 25 minutes, the Springboks looked simply unstoppable. It took just 90 seconds for Kurt-Lee Arendse to cross the line, and the trees for Andre Esterhuizen and Siya Kolisi that followed were built on pure control and brutal efficiency. Their breakdown work was clinical. The passing between backs and forwards was seamless, and they played with a cohesion that suggested a cricket score was on the cards. They were in complete command, and then they just hit a brick wall, the Wallabies' unthinkable comeback. After weathering that initial storm, the Wallabies found another gear. Their comeback began in the 29th minute with a try to Dylan Piach, and despite losing him and the colossal Harry Wilson to injury later on, they never lost their nerve. The momentum shifted decisively in the second half. A crucial interception try from Tate McDermott in the 59th minute cracked the Boks' composure, but it was the back-to-back tries from Max Jorgensen and Tom Wright that delivered the knockout blow. To score twice in roughly 90 seconds was incredible and showcased a belief that many sides, down 22-5 at halftime, simply wouldn't have had. The result? A bonus point win for Australia, giving them the full 5 points from the match. Player spotlights and the Springbok conundrum. So where did it all go wrong for the Boks? It's confusing because individually, many players had strong games. Pieter-Steph du Toit was a warrior, battling to the very end, and Eben Etzebeth was immense in the second row. However, a key turning point for me was the early substitution of Lukhanyo Am. He was the glue in their attack, acting as a support runner and first receiver, creating line breaks every time he touched the ball. Taking him off seemed to disrupt their entire structure. While Malcolm Marx had his moments, he was heavily penalized at the breakdown, and the lineout struggled for accuracy all game. It's a baffling performance where the team collectively fell apart, even when many individuals were still playing well, Australia's heroes. On the other side, you have to give immense credit to the Wallabies. Harry Wilson, before his unfortunate injury, was an absolute titan, with countless powerful carries and immense work at the breakdown. The flankers Fraser McWright and Tom Hooper were breakdown menaces, with Hooper's turnover on his own goal line being a massive momentum shifter. After a shaky start, James O'Connor grew into the fly-half role, building a solid partnership with Nick White that Joe Schmidt may well stick with. What happens next? This result throws the championship wide open. The pressure now mounts on Rassie Erasmus. He has some huge decisions to make. Does he stick with the players who collapsed in the second half, or does he look outside the squad for reinforcements? For the Wallabies, Joe Schmidt will be forced into a couple of injury-enforced changes, but he'll be delighted with the grit and character his team showed. This win also gives them a massive boost in the World Rugby rankings. A game that seemed all but over after 25 minutes has ended in a 16-point victory for Australia. I know for a fact some fans probably went to sleep at halftime, so if you're just waking up to this scoreline, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts? What on earth happened to the Springboks in that second half? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for tuning into the Rugby Lab. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back soon with our review of the All Blacks versus the Pumas. I'll see you all for the next one.